Market Analytics, welcome back. Friday, last day of the trading week, and I'm following up here on our bullish position recently established on the New Zealand versus the Japanese yen. Actually, that was Monday earlier this week, and it was because we had a strong breakout. I was looking at the 74.17 here as the main point of reference and the official trigger. And I was actually waiting for a weekly confirmation before I actually pulled the trigger. And we had that last week. Take a look at that nice break. I mean, price was actually approaching that 74.17 3 weeks ago for the first time. There was a second attempt, a third attempt, and of course last week, which was pretty successful. As you can see, very decisively above 74.17. That was the reason I got involved in this position in the first place. But I want to show you something even more profound. And I'm referring to what happened yesterday. And I'm talking about the close. Yesterday was the last day of the month, right? The previous month, January. And you can actually see that we have now reconfirmation coming from the monthly perspective here with that close above 74.17, and that's of course after a very deep move, a swift move that ended up with this spike. So it looks like, I mean, if I take a close look on this trading range, which is pretty massive, it started roughly around the middle of 2015. We had basically 4 legs so far. I think we might be able right now to generate the 5th leg, especially after that spike here, that land, and that turnaround back above 74.17 with that monthly close right now. I think we might be looking at the 5th leg that could push price all the way back to the higher section. And if that's going to be the case, we're going to be focusing on this particular key level, 80.52. That's our final destination and our official price target. Last element I want to throw in here, and it's obvious it is the weakest element amongst all the rest of the elements that I've just mentioned, but I think it does worth mentioning. I think there was obviously price closed yesterday above the 200 daily moving average. It was very tight here, but it did close right above it, and that's after that 2 days ago, the day before, price was actually trying to break that 200 daily. Take a look. Just spiked it slightly and closed just a tad below. Yesterday seems to be a successful break above that element here, 200 daily moving average, which is usually a support / resistance depending on from which direction price came. In this case, since price is coming from below, it should have been a resistance, and I think that got broken. We'll see now if that's going to turn into a support, because we see that price is dropping slightly today. Ever since the beginning of the day, price is coming off a little bit, but it's going to be interesting to see if that 200 daily moving average here could be flipping over and becoming a strong support. That's of course will be proved by the end of the day. If we'll see a spike here and price will come back right back to the upside momentum, then that's obviously going to be the case. So after yesterday's close above that moving average, I decided to increase my position, to reinforce my position with another portion. Don't forget, we got a pretty ambitious move here, all the way to 80.52. That means more than 500 pip. And we're already registering about 30 or 35 pip in profit. Stop loss level remains in place, 72.90. Once price will begin to move away, right, from that 200 daily moving average, I will begin to adjust the stop loss level accordingly. All right, guys, that's about that for the New Zealand Japanese yen. Still bullish on this one. See you on the next.